All right, so this is your area right here that you're working on. What you want to do is you just want to make sure you never remove that block. So you're going to go down 2 blocks. And you should see it doing... Oh, it's going to be stupid. I probably should not fly. Slash fly. Slash give modern shovel. That's not how you spell shovel, Mike. Alright, so what you would do is I'd actually probably go down 1 more. And then start like here. So as long as you see it not making any of those weird water deals, then you're doing it okay. Once you see the water do what it's doing right there, where it's kind of doing that fall in, that means it's broken, so you can't do it. Slash give modern pick. So now what you can do is even when you get to here, you should be able to bottom, top, get rid of, bottom, top. And as long as it's, see how it's still showing the water up here, that means it's duplicating the block. This is what you want to see. What you don't want to see is this. Let me see. You don't want to see this. See if I can get it to do it. Once you see it doing this, it's not going to work anymore. And even if you backfilled, it's broken. Yeah, you want it to be like this. Like, you want to make sure there's no oxygen, no surface water anywhere. Now see, because I fixed it here, I can actually do it 1 block over. So like this will still work because there is there's a solid block above it. So I can do this. Yeah, see, I should be able to, yeah, do it like this. But I'll show you the trick, because once you have it up, like right now it's working. Once you have it going, okay, brightness is already up. This is what you can actually do. So I know that I've got this row here. Pick all this up. And this is how I do the irrigation stuff for Barovia. I can go and make sure I'm lined up properly. I can go right here. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch this. And I've now created a channel. It still counts that as having oxygen. So I can even come here and branch it this way. Oh. That's what's fun about, like, you can really get incredibly directional with where you put it. But as you can see, if I don't have that there and I do this, water breaks immediately, and then it's done for, and I can't fix that. It'll like pour out for a little bit, but it won't it won't, it will, it's basically busted. So like now I can try and come in and maybe fix it, but usually it'll just be busted. It won't be fixed, but it looks like that one did. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, the key is just always making sure the water surface never touches oxygen. Yeah. Just making sure that the water, the surface water, the surface never is exposed. The water's never exposed to the surface. That's the biggest trick to doing water stuff. One of the things you can also do, which is a little more experimental but sometimes works, is say you want to slash give small stockpile. Just give me a stockpile at this rate. What you can also do is say dig in here, get ready for the big excavation or whatever. We'll go 3 down. Let's see. Give me the Adobe. Adobe. So that. We go up. Oh, can't have any air bubbles. Never air bubbles. Give. Okay. Yeah, I could actually give it a shot, but here's the thing. So I filled the Adobe in here. I need to fill the top as well. Now I have this done. What I can then do and come here and excavate this stuff. Now, oh, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Hold up. Give me a second. If I can get the fix. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, see, it's being a pain. But probably because this area immediately got exposed to oxygen, so it's not gonna work. But this is where this is where the aqueduct block comes in. So now you have this here. You want to fix it. Slash give brick. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. There's the aqueduct block. So for the aqueduct block, you want to bring the water level all the way to over here. So you're going to do this and this. And let me get rid of... That is honestly your easiest way to do this. Like in your situation where you have to expand it, so what you'd want to do is say it's okay, you've widened it to here. It's now wide enough for a barge or whatever, okay? So what you have to do well, that basically okay, see how it's all wonky? Now what we can do this all the way to over to here, and the water will fill in all the areas that it needs to. If you have any weird areas, you just put down some more block. And there you go. Everything's back to how it should be. So honestly, what for your situations, if you want to widen the canal, just bulldoze everything to make it wide enough for your thing, uh, your 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 uh, your your boat. Yeah, that's I'm trying to show you kind of how I do it. The way to do it with the aqueducts is you can only hold 20. So what you want to do is do like go the one level below the water level, do one row of 20. Being underwater is a real pain. So you basically just do a row like this, or the width of your channel. Pretend like none of this is here. So pretend this is all gone. So what you do is say, okay, there's no water in front of you, or even if there is water, doesn't matter. You're basically gonna just walk this, do your like 20 blocks or whatever, then pick up all the rest of your blocks behind it. And then you do your next row. And you just keep repeating this until you get the water where it's done. It's gonna mess up, but you just keep moving this row forward. So you only need 10 to 20. You only need enough brick to span the gap that you have 2 to 3 times. I usually like to do three rows. You want to make sure you have at least enough brick to do 3 straight rows, because the way aqueduct blocks work is it takes 2 blocks to do the effect. So if you have one here, it's going to push the water this way or this way. It won't necessarily push it this way. So if I have a block here and a block here, I have flow this way, flow this way, flow this way, flow this way. You have it flowing in every direction. And if I have 3, it just means that I have a little bit more to play around with. So if I do this, I can then go bop, 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 bop. And it's always pushing the water the direction that I'm walking. So that's kind of the reason you want to have 2 to 3 rows. The more brick you have, the easier it kind of is. Because you can just straight lay the brick out and then pull it up, because this method definitely will wear your hammer down like crazy. But that's the method that I use to do the movements, the water and stuff. But yeah, this is more advanced, but this is also fun. This is what you do with like, if I can actually do it with the river. The river's tricky. It just sometimes doesn't want to cooperate too far. All right, let's see. Where's... All right, so say we want to bring the water out to these crops. I know this is a little... I guess I'm kind of making a tutorial right now, but bring out to the things to the crops. I want to start like right here. Say... That's the... Because I'm... Let me slash fly. There we go. Doesn't like it very much when you fly. But let's see. So... see if we can do this. I don't trust that water, so... It'd be dumb, isn't it? Maybe not, let's say. Yeah, it's being stupid. Over here. This is why I don't really like to do rivers anymore. Because rivers are just weird, but it's gotta let it kind of catch up if we can. Yeah, see. Rivers are just a pain. The water pressure is not the same, but let me try like this. Fly. Alright, so there's a good crop of land. This works. Then I want to bring water to over there. Put a marker here. Drop marker. So there's my goal. Slash fly. It's right there. So what I'm gonna do is just stay under this. So it's pretty much above us. Now what I'm going to do is slash fly again. All right, so let's see. We are sitting at level 64, all right? So we can take this. 60, because we're at, what, 58? All right, so we can go up. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's at 63. That means the next level that we hit is going to be 64. Where's Bull? Right here. So this is now our little area that we want to excavate, so I should be able to dig down. Oh, that's not work. Make sure I get the right block. It's this one. There we go. Now, also, before I even show you that it's actually working, that was salt water. Let's see if it actually changes. Fresh water. Right now, it doesn't show fresh water. It came from the ocean. I don't know the exact distance it has to travel before it becomes fresh water, but if we leave this on, it should turn this into fresh water. The distance hasn't really been, I haven't mathed the distance that it actually operates yet. Slash give limestone. Okay. And I can literally just do this for whatever distance I really want. Make as much land extra farmable. I'll see I messed up there. I can still fix it, just making sure I don't let the water touch that oxygen, touch that air. This will actually kind of answer my question about how far you have to go in order, in order for the water to turn into fresh water. Find out real quick. How I wish you could actually do this in the real game. It would be so nice. Alright, let's see, is that updated? Slash eat. Alright, we're starting to see the water there. We've just exposed the water, so it's going to take a second for it to actually start to register as clean water. If it will. Oh, there it goes. It's already starting. Fresh water. Say I want to go to the mountains over here. Let's see, where's some lake over there. I can take this and just go up. Oh, look how much higher I've now got the water. Got it up here. This is also how I make my water wheels. Let me see, I'll show you. Slash give water wheel. Alright, so let's excavate a little bit more. Because the trick is, you can make it think that it's waterfall and river all in one. Not waterfall yet, let's say. I think that did it. Not yet. There we go. Waterfall, river waterfall. Just gotta find the right spot. You'll get double power from it. Yeah, I'll make that into a little highlight. A quick and dirty tutorial. But yeah, it's pretty cool. One of my favorite things to do. Let's see, where's this like the mountain over here? See if I can get the mountain to cooperate. Slash five. Alright, see, this river is cooperating. I think the trick for it is making sure that there isn't, and this might be a new thing, not, making sure there's not the river sand. So now we can do this. I think river sand's the trick. Alright, so we're like almost the middle of the mountain. Let's see if we can do it. Obviously, it's so easy to do this in dev mode, but I have done this with normal tools. Let's go this way a little bit. A little bit this way. Flash, noon. Flash, noon. There we go. Alright, so we're like near the peak of the mountain. See if we can do this. So remember, we're at 74, looks like. We've now got the water and the snow. Let's see, which direction? Let's go this way. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go 2 under. Now created our own waterfall. Sorry, my brightness when we're in this snow is a bit much. So now it's cool, so see how it's flowing a little bit nicer and I didn't make a big mess. I can kind of show you the means to get the wind water wheel working properly. So let's see. Need to go get this, of that. Give water wheel again. Alright, not quite. Gotta move that forward a little bit. So give me a second to group here. Here. I think it actually will, you'll know it when it changes its direction. I think that's what the key is. Gotta find that sweet spot. Find the sweet spot. Almost there. I think I gotta get rid of this. There it is. Bam. River waterfall. Again, just get that water so that it's lined up right here. Starting to drop right there. Make sure your water wheel is in that proper position. There you go. Another river, water river, whatever you want to call it.